Hey everybody, High Flyers Tag Team back for another video again today. It's been a while since I talked, wow. Uh, Originally I was gonna record a big video going over all the recent Monsterverse news and all that good stuff. I'll probably still try to get that out by tomorrow since I have a 3-day weekend, and I'll go over where I've been. But in the meantime, we got a bunch of new Monsterverse info. This is brought to us by Luminous. I'll link the video that is in the background in the description below. Definitely go check it out and go check out their whole review. They got the figure in the video actually looks really good that this book comes with. So definitely give it a go. It's a licensed figure, looks good, and if you're a figure collector, there you go. It's something nice to check out. But G Forever has been really nice. I've been in contact with him since I think May, when this book was first teased. And as you see right here, it's the file book, Titanic's Gojira, and it comes with this figure. I'm going to warn before we get into this, there is one really inaccurate stat on there, which is Godzilla 2014's weight, and that's the only really wrong stat I think I found on here when I went through it with all my friends and all of them. And on the end, I'm gonna spoil it. Kong and Mechagodzilla 2021 get weights, and they're they're a little funky. Versus all the other texts in this book, it seems that they're both missing their last digit based on where the comma is placed. But we're just going to go into it assuming that there is a number missing, because I doubt they would completely change the way the numbers work halfway through the book or whatever, or towards the very end. I think in some countries this is how they do their number system. I might sound like an idiot right now, but I don't believe that's what's happening here. I think whoever the editor was for this book just messed up and left the number off. We'll go over that when we get there. And also, before anyone tries to feel like they're like debunking this or something, yes, there is a lot of fan art used in this book and unofficial stuff, like for the images. But that doesn't mean anything with the Monsterverse, because in case you're not aware, the Monsterverse steals a lot of fan art. No, nothing on the Monsterverse, but the GVK opening has been caught with multiple things of fan art in it, with they didn't ask for, and then obviously we know some of the comics have Trace stuff in it too. I love the Monsterverse nonetheless, so it doesn't really bother me as much. But like, I'm just warning you guys ahead of time. There is some stuff in this book that's definitely like fan made images and stuff. It doesn't matter though. But yeah, this book's here, right here, first page. And there's some grammatical issues. The book is translated from Chinese, I believe, is what my friend said, who was translating some of it with me. A lot of it, though, they have an English translation for, but sometimes it's a little off. But right here, they immediately mention some of the comic book battles, which is a good start. They mention the battle with Shinomura is canon. So there's another thing with Awakening being canon, which is going to go nicely with the new Monarch show, which we'll talk about probably tomorrow. That also seems to be using some stuff from Awakening, which is very swell. So here's a map with all the Titan locations. I'm not gonna lie, I actually did not look at this page truly, but you can see right there's a map if you want to find out the location of any Titan you may or may not have seen before. Here's a bunch of different locations. Pretty cool stuff. I'm trying to look here. I don't know the original one, but yeah, there's some cool ones here. So if you guys are interested in that, there's a map right there. I don't think that's anything that's ever been like official. So here we go. As I said, there's some stolen renders, but the weight is a little wrong on this one. It says 82,000. Well, you know what, actually? I'm going to do some math real quick, because I don't actually think that's wrong. I didn't even realize it, but it says metric tons. In case you don't know, metric tons are not the same as US tons. I'm going to check real quick. Okay, so it's right. My bad, it's right. That is correct. Metric tons are heavier than US tons. I believe that's how it goes. So that in reality is 90,000 tons whenever you change it to US tons. So never mind, this page is correct. Just, it threw me off because I used metric. But here we got some stuff for G14. Pretty much all of it looks good. Very simple names. Death Atomic Breath. I mean, cool stuff, but it's not special. Nothing we haven't seen before. Here we go with the first big one, though. The Mutos. We've gotten some sides for the Mutos before, but they kind of differentiate. For the male, though, 200 feet tall, roughly what we get with most of the things of the info of his. His wingspan is 350 feet. That's cool. Um, it's about as big as adult Kong, but actually, it might be that's bigger, I think. But I don't think we've ever got a wingspan for him. 15,000 tons. We've gotten that measurement before. There's some attack behavior, but it's in, I believe I was told Chinese, so can't see that there. But he's got some attack names like Airstrike, Dash Impact, Arm Swipe, EMP Pulse Flight. It's very basic names, but again, this book is official, so gotta roll with it. The female is 330 feet and 60,000 tons. That's pretty close to what we've seen before, actually, for it. Heavy arm swipe, body impact, EMP field. Now, for some other stuff, the female Muto naturally emits an EMP field from her body that disables all electronics in a 5-mile radius. For the male Muto can unleash electromagnetic pulses from his claws. He can disable all electronic equipment in a 5-mile radius. Godzilla is weakened by this EMP pulse, putting him at a serious disadvantage. Now, I do want to clarify with the book too. It's never really mentioned that the female's EMP actually weakens Godzilla. Only the male's is the one that's ever been in both the novel and in this guidebook. Only the male's EMP's been the only one stated to weaken Godzilla. But this is very interesting though, because this is the first time I think outside the novel that officially the EMPs have been stated to weaken Godzilla. So it's very interesting. I believe a lot of the Chinese text there is indeed. I really hope it's Chinese. I don't say something's gonna piss someone off. That's just what I was told, but because we were trying to translate it. But I believe the text is exactly the same on both pages, or in both parts. That is just the English translation of them. Mutual natural enemy Godzilla. The Muto survived by attacking and killing the members of Godzilla's species, laying their eggs in their radioactive carcasses. Atomic Titan Dagon was killed by Muto Prime. In the top right, we actually got a size chart with the Mutos from 2014 Godzilla. The male seems a bit big there. It seems kind of like some of those old Heisei size charts they made, where I don't think the size is completely right, but like there's a cool size chart there for anyone who's interested. Here we got Muto Prime stuff. You guys know me, I love Muto Prime, so I was very happy to get this. Got an official height for her, about 350 feet roughly. It says about, but her body height's around the same size as the male Muto's wingspan, so she's almost as big as Godzilla 2014, but slightly shorter. Very accurate to what we've been told. Her weight is now officially confirmed to be 1,000. Wow, my bad. 135,000 tons, which is something that we kind of gathered from the artist that made Jin Shimushi, but now it's officially stated in a guide. Her name refers to it being the whatever that says of the two mutants which fought in 2014. Wow, I feel some. Queen Muto, Godzilla 2019. Her unique dorsal spikes resemble a crown. We've gotten that info from, I think, Michael. Michael's one said that. Queen Muto bowing to Godzilla in submission, acknowledging Godzilla as the new alpha of the Titans. There you go. Not much on the Queen, but nice good stuff from the female. The fan base, I can't wait to see their reaction to this one. So, first, for base Godzilla 2019, he's about 394 feet or 119.8 meters tall. Weight, 99,634 tons. Attacks, Heat Ray, Tail Swipe, Claw Attack, Snap Attack, Diving Attack, Neck Snap Off. I love the names. Godzilla's dorsal fins were completely destroyed after the Battle of Muto Prime in the comic book Aftershock. This resulted in new dorsal fins to grow into the lacerated shapes, which is the biggest feature difference from 2014 Godzilla. Now we got some Burning Godzilla 2019 info. Same stuff, same size. Burning Walk, that's a new name. Atomic Blast Wave. Here's where people are going to love this. His temperature is officially at least over 1,500 degrees Celsius. Very interesting. I noticed they forgot the comma there. But, yeah, so that's the first time we've actually gotten a temperature mentioned for Burning 2019. And it's 1,500 degrees Celsius. I'm going to have to assume that's for its like base body, because it says according to Monarch, Godzilla melts beams or buildings in seconds, which is what he did by walking. So I'm going to assume that's the temperature for his body and not the temperature for his nuclear pulse. That would make the most sense to me. Um, I believe that's not referring. Plus, the atomic breath has a higher stated temperature of over 20,000 degrees Celsius. So using the low ball here, it's about 1,501 degrees Celsius. That's like the bare minimum it would be. So it could be. It's obviously something higher than that, but usually when they say something like that, it shouldn't go much over that. So basically, unlike a lot of fan theories, his temperature, him walking, he's not millions of degrees Celsius by existing. Apparently, he's low. It's really short. Maybe we'll get some more guys in the future that say otherwise, or more info from like Michael or something. But for the time being, this is the first and only thing that we got for a temperature for Burning Godzilla 2019. Can we see the fan base react to that one? Mothra, her sizes look right. 52 feet body height, 803 feet wingspan, 50 feet body height for the larva. Silk attack, intimidating posture, since the larva does absolutely nothing really in the movie. And then it says right here, symbiosis with Godzilla. Mothra managed to disperse every ounce of her energy, of her life energy to Godzilla in order to empower him. So that just confirms that she powered up Godzilla. She amped Godzilla. So she's full of plenty of energy since she was able to amp him up to a form where he was able to one-shot a supercharged Ghidorah. So yeah, quit sleeping on Mothra. Alright? Someday I'll have to defend her, but for the time being. Rodan here. 154 feet body height, 871 feet wingspan, weight 39,043 tons, snap attack, claw attack, supersonic flight, magma wings, which I'm finally happy they actually mentioned that, because I've been in debates for years for some reason, because some people don't believe that his wings are an attack. But the novel says they're an attack, and the movie literally shows a big fireball explode out of his wings, which people have debated with me for some reason. But right here, it literally gives that like a name, and shockwave. Monarch of Information, Rodan's referred to in some legends as the Fire Demon or the One Born of Fire. And it seems there's some additional info there on the bottom that we don't have in English. I believe that's what it is, because there are some pages where the info is there is some info that is not translated on the book anywhere else. Like we're gonna have to translate it ourselves. For the time being, we haven't been successful with translating these, but it is what it is. Ghidorah should be next. Yeah, right here. All right, so on the left here, tons of Ghidorah information that we haven't been successful in translating all that yet, but it's probably mostly just the info on the right, I would hope. But his body height is 521 feet. Finally, a wingspan. 1,500 feet for a wingspan. That took a very long time to get it, but basically it's Ghidorah's body height times 3. That works. I think that works just fine for his wings. That's massive. 141,056 tons, and his flight speed is Mach 0.8. I still disagree with that because the movie disagrees with that, but that's what they've always been using. So, gravity beams, tail swipe, jaw attack, bioelectrical nature, energy drain, and hurricane wings, all stuff we know. Fascinating thing here, we actually get a description of how the ancient battle between Godzilla and Ghidorah went. Monster Zero frozen in ice. During a battle in the ancient past of Antarctica, Godzilla blasted King Ghidorah out of the sky, which led to the three-headed demon to fall and crash into the frozen pits. And then after smashing through the ice, he quickly froze over due to the Ice Age. So it confirms the battle happened during the Ice Age. I think we knew that. I hope we knew that. I feel like we knew that, but it does confirm that Michael has said Godzilla's knocked out Ghidorah before, and that's how he won. And according to the book, the way he knocked him out was literally by shooting him with a beam just right and knocking him out of the sky. And while he was out of it, he went to the water and froze. So that's interesting. That's not how I expected. I always expected the battle to be more like Godzilla was kind of beating him until he passed out. But according to this, Godzilla landed a really good atomic breath that literally blasted Ghidorah out of the sky and won the day. And by the way, pay attention to the numbers. like the weights and stuff, like this, because we're about to get on Kong Ghidorah, or Kong and Mechagodzilla, and I'm gonna have to explain something when we get there. But here we go with the Godzilla 2021 stats. Uh, Literally like all the same as 2019. There's really nothing special there. It does say Godzilla's wow. It does say Godzilla seriously wounded after the continuous battles. It's saying by the end of GVK he was pretty wounded. That's actually the first time I think something like that's ever been said. So take it as you will. There are some contradicting statements to that from the director himself and some other stuff. Godzilla was wounded though, for sure. He was very tired and drained. That's been said like many times. He's been really drained. He had a big hole in his leg from the axe, and he did have some external injuries from like the proton scream. Other than that, he wasn't too bad. But this isn't really about that. I'm not trying to get into a debate here. There is some extra text there too. We've had no luck in translating this text either. We tried. Hopefully, G Forever, someone can hook me up with a better look at these pages so we can actually get some good info and I can share it with you guys once we get it. We're about to get on Kong, and so with Kong, what I wanted to explain here was if you pay attention to the weight, if you notice there, because I've zoomed in on it stuff, there's a number missing because there's a comma right in the middle of it. I believe this is simply just an editing mistake. This is going to be on Mechagodzilla's too. I think that's a comma on his. His is a little harder to tell, but like that's definitely a comma and not a period. I have a better picture on my phone, but they and plus it would make no sense if he weighed less than him. So what I believe this is it's just whoever was doing the editing somehow left out the last digit and this just got overlooked. I don't know how that happens, and it happens twice, but it is what it is. 337 feet tall, and then what I believe this is trying to say is 90,630 tons. That would make sense. And the novelization for GVK actually implies that Kong is near 100,000 tons. So this all adds up that he is 90,630 tons. He's also stated by Adam Wingard and many of the VFX team stuff to be overweight in the movie and a bit more out of shape. So him being really heavy, like 2014 size, sure, that works. That makes sense with me. Close combat, weapon attack. There's also some KSI heights, and you get a size comparison, even though he's on the ground. But I truly believe what's going on here, though, is this, I don't think it's trying to say he's 90 tons. I'm pretty positive this is just a simple editing mistake. Stuff happens. I've seen it happen in other guides and stuff too. I'm pretty sure it's just an editing mistake got overlooked, and especially during the translating from its language to English, it happens. So I'm gonna take that as a confirmation that Monsterverse Kong is 90,630 tons. Acceptor. The axe is an object that actually unites the two tentacular monsters. It's an artifact from Kong's buried past, fashioned from the body of Godzilla in the way that the axe becomes a symbol of the alliance to take down Mechagodzilla. All the text here should be right. Nice to have a Kong 2021 weight already. It's taken, God, a year and a half to get something on it, but we got it. If you want to debate with me and say that's saying 90.63 tons, we can do that if you want to below. Or if you guys believe that's saying 9,000 due to it possibly being like some other metric system or something, however you want to argue it. I truly believe, though, it's just an editing mistake and they left out the digit. Because that would only make sense. Mechagodzilla'S, though, oh boy. Okay. Body height, 400 feet. We've got this for. This one is really blurry, and I am trying my absolute hardest to get in contact with G Forever. He hasn't read my text yet. If he somehow reads my text before I'm done editing this video and sends me an HD scan, I will definitely put it in the video, which I really hope he does. Pretty blurry, though. But that appears to be a comma, too. It looks like a comma. It goes down a bit. We see a period right here, and it's smaller. So I believe this is a comma. I believe this is the same error with Kong's. But assuming that's a period, MG21 would be 605 tons. If that's a comma, this is saying MG21, which just to make way more sense, is 605,450 tons. Or whatever that last number would be. I'm just putting a 0 because that would be the safest number, obviously. You'd go to the lowest one. That's when you're missing something, that's what's safe to do. That would make MG21, I believe, the second heaviest kaiju in the Godzilla franchise. I believe the heaviest is Space Godzilla's flying form. So, in other words, yes, this would make Mechagodzilla absolutely monstrous in weight, which is very cool. 6,500 tons. I said that wrong. 605,000 tons. Yeah, that's really cool. Also, Hollow Earth-based energy. Mechagodzilla is able to use energy from the Hollow Earth by charging it into his hands and feet, allowing it to perform devastating hits on Godzilla and Kong. We see this in the movie, and one of the Toho guides that came with the movie actually gives a temperature for these hits. But it's nice to get more confirmation that, yes, he does amp his hits, and those blasts he does are indeed amp blows to do big old damage to the big boys. Then, yeah, he needs it. Mechagodzilla nervous control system from Monster Zero skull remains. Attack behavior, again, can't read it. A-74 proton stream cannon, jaw grinders, charge punch, tail drill, booster attack, missile launcher, all stuff we've gotten before. So yeah, and then there's nothing after that if you guys want to see, like right there, it's just another image, and then it's they have some images, and then they promote their other figures. But yeah, guys, that's yeah, that's it. This is the guide. Okay, future me edit number 1, real quick. I am told I will get the HD image soon, but real quick, it was pointed out to me that in the GVK intro, Ghidorah's weight is actually listed with the same issue, 121, comma, period. I believe it's comma. It looks the same as Godzilla'S in the intro. I believe it's just a really tiny comma, but 121,000, or whatever that's supposed to be, tons. Wikizilla also has that marked down as a mistake, and it's supposed to be that. So, yeah, this also backs up more that they're just kind of using this weird GVK method of doing weights, which is probably, I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on, but this Ghidorah has the same issue, but in reality, its weight is supposed to be stated here as 121,000 tons. So, again, that would back up the 600,000 tons for MG. This is the guide. Been waiting months for this. I've been in contact G forever for a good few months about this, trying to get the info from it. It's finally out. If you want, again, please go watch the full video. I'm not trying to steal anything away from them. They have a nice long video on this new figure. It's a Shin Godzilla figure, and it looks pretty cool. I'll link it in the description. But yeah, plenty of new info, and I'm sure there's going to be some debates on those weights for MG and for Kong. But it clearly seems to be that it's just missing a digit on the end, because I don't believe they would just completely change partway through. I believe whoever was doing the editing just was being lazy and somehow missed a number or just didn't care. I do believe this is saying that MG21 is 605,000 metric tons. Or not metric, but US tons. And I mean, Godzilla charged into that. You know, they ran at each other and collided, and Godzilla was fine. Even pushed him to the side. I mean, like, Kong and Godzilla together were thrown around. I mean, that's all good and impressive stuff, you know? This is all good info. This is good stuff to have. Muto Prime getting some stats, some stuff on the Mutos again. Nothing on Shinomura, sadly. I kind of wish there was a page on Shinomura, but I don't, unless I missed it somehow or he didn't show it. I don't believe they have a page on Shinomura in the book, but they do mention Shinomura. Lots of good info, though. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated if I get any better quality pictures or get those other things translated, but all good. Thank you, Luminous for and G Forever, for staying in contact with me here and there for the past few months, so I could finally get this info to the fandom. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoy. We'll probably have a massive video tomorrow. I'm hoping, because tomorrow's my last day before I got to go back to work for the week, because Labor Day weekend. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow I can get a pretty big video on all the recent Monsterverse news. There's plenty to discuss and plenty I've been wanting to discuss. Hopefully I can get back in the rhythm with news starting to come out and I can start getting content out to you guys as much as possible. Hope you guys would enjoy that. Again though, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hope you all enjoy. Hope everyone has a great night, day, wherever you are. As always, peace out and bye-bye.